What's up, everybody? I'm back with another YouTube video, and right here you see I am attempting to go long on SPX 500. So basically, what I'm seeing here is the London session give us this suspension down and start to basically cap off and give us this swing low. Then we have this form of accumulation right here and a displacement. Price trades right back down to about 50% of that displacement and the high of this candle and does the same thing. So basically, you see a new displacement occur here. And as the market traded down, I executed a buy order, anticipating for the same thing to occur here as it did here. I understand that we could be going bearish, but I kind of like this bullish structure. Now, my higher time frame POI is this 1 hour fair value gap right here. As you can see, price traded down into it and starting to expand out of it. So that's what I'm seeing. It's the reason I took this trade. So let's see how it plays out. I want to jump over here to GBP USD. This is a trade that I executed before I went to sleep last night. Yeah, I just woke up this morning. For those of you who don't know, I'm located in Georgia, United States, Southeast United States. So I executed this trade during Asian session based on this 1 hour fair value gap and based on the fact that we opened up on Sunday and immediately started trading up, and we traded up into a daily order block. And then this pattern right here occurred, which is your classic ICT sell model. You have this run here on buy side liquidity, taking out previous day's high, and then an expansion, shift in market structure, fair value gap, price return back to the fair value gap, and that's where I executed the trade here on 15-minute. You can see we have this nice London open kills on from this expansion down, London open retest, and I just woke up with major profits on GJ. Here's my entry on GJ right here. All right, so let's jump over to a daily time frame real quick. Right now, as you can see, we got these relative equal lows down here. That's why I would like to see price get back down into. This is a very huge liquidity pool all the way across. We got this accumulation manipulation to the upside, clearing out buy side liquidity, and then a huge displacement. Okay. And price traded all the way back up here. Something that I wasn't expecting to happen. But after this fair value gap got violated, I pretty much came to terms with we was going to target these relative equal highs right here. So that's what that blue line is. And then we have the daily fair value gap there. And these gold lines are a very small fair value gap. And it didn't quite dig up into them lines. It was literally like 2 or 3 pips away from that POI. This is an area where I'm going to close partials at previous day's low. And I'll probably go ahead and close this trade out as price digs down into this fair value gap. I'm not 100% decided on that yet because I do feel like price is going to eventually reach down here. Maybe for NFP, I don't know. The reason I'm being skeptical about holding this trade longer is because of NFP is tomorrow. Today we don't have any red folder news for USD, but there are 3 orange folder news, medium impact. And then of course we got non-farm payroll tomorrow, which could, bring a lot of volatility. The DXY so far is doing what we anticipated. These red lines here are the weekly fair value gap. And we completely closed in that weekly fair value gap and hit the bottom of it. And now we're showing a strong reaction to the upside since then. So at this point, I would be anticipating for previous day's high to get ran out on the DXY. Therefore, let's target previous day's low on Euro USD. We have sell side liquidity resting below there. Um, Now it's just a matter of trying to get into this trade because I really have faith that it's going to drop. It's just all about whether we can get a retest or not. Is it going to just melt or is it going to pull back and give us a retest? That's the question. Looks like we have a buy side liquidity pool, a very small one right here. If we could get price to come back up into this fair value gap, possibly this one, I would be willing to take that trade. And so it looks like SPX was trading down just to clear out this sell side liquidity. That's a possibility. Um, Playing off of this fair value gap again. It's something that we see quite often. It's something that we usually wait on before entering a trade. We're still seeing good profits on DJ. All right, so I had sold it here, and then price came back and stopped me out. I entered another position. I'm not sure the exact time, but I know that the exact price. This XPX trade, man. I feel like I jumped the gun a little bit trying to buy it inside of this fair value gap. So price traded down, took out this low, and then it started to like expand up. That's what I was talking about in here. Where is it at? Right there. And it still trips me up to this day. I wanted to see price do the same thing it did here, right there. All right, so basically what I'm seeing is price developing a bullish structure, which is odd because DXY is doing the same thing. And typically when DXY is going bullish, then SPX will go bearish. So that's kind of odd, but I feel like price is playing off of this fair value gap right there. So that was my logic behind going short. I mean going long inside of here. I just jumped the gun a little. Played my stop loss too close. Should have played it up under this swing low just because of the imbalance that was right there. I watched this play out. I just didn't pull the trigger on it because I would have liked to see a deeper retracement. That's just unfortunate that price reacted from this fair value gap instead of one of these. But I mean, if you would have been playing the 1 minute time frame, looking at your most current dealing range, that would have been the play right there. Price just bounced off of this 5 minute fair value gap. Look how close current price is to the next draw on liquidity. I would really try to anticipate on another pullback like this to occur on the 5 minute. Medium impact news coming up at 8:30. We could get that push up into here. That would be ideal to go short. We have our next draw on liquidity down here, previous day's low. You have sell side liquidity resting below there. You have price jumping up into this 15-minute fair value gap. You got this run on buy side liquidity, a displacement, a retest, another displacement. And it looks like as far as the 1 minute dealing range, you are inside of a premium marketplace on the 1 minute. That could be an ideal place to go short from there. I wouldn't do it only because I'm not really too eager to place a trade right now. In all honesty, man, I don't see nothing wrong with going placing a small position where current price is on GU. Place your stop loss above this swing high and see if you can't get in on the next expansion down to take out previous day's low. But again, being that we're so close to the medium impact news driver, whatever you feel comfortable with. All right, so far price is doing what we anticipated at the beginning of the week. When we did the weekly watch list, we was talking about how we would like to see push up and start to break down. Typically, we see the weekly expansion start to occur on Wednesday. It looks like we got that yesterday. We got a retest overnight, creating the high of the day right there around London. And then we got price breaking down during London. So everything's playing out exactly how we anticipated it to do. So at this point, at New York Open, you would be anticipating a pullback from the expansion there in London. I would be very interested to see what this 8:30 news gives us. I want to see a swing low form, a solid swing low. This is not it right now. I really would have pulled the trigger if this retracement would have pulled on back into the equilibrium level. I definitely probably would have pulled the trigger inside of this fair value gap and left my stop loss open just in case price wanted to dig up a little more, stack another position there. I watched this fair value gap. I had it marked up. I just wasn't comfortable with pulling the trigger there. And as that was happening, I literally was getting stopped out on this trade here. So I went long inside this fair value gap, placed my stop loss below this low. And I should have knew better because this is what we usually anticipate to happen. Like you don't enter a trade until you see a stop run. This is clearly a stop run. Then we got a displacement up. Now at this point, I would definitely go long if price can get back down into this level. So notice how we dig down into the 1 hour fair value gap, right? We break to the upside and then retrace right here in New York Open. And then we displace to the upside again. Price goes outside of the hourly fair value gap, comes back into it there, and then break and then runs, right? So I want to see that happen on the 5 minute, like what we seen on the 1 minute. Price break out of that 1 hour fair value gap and then come back into it. And just like I said earlier, man, it feels strange to be buying SPX 500 right now because of what all the other pairs are doing. The DXY is going up. Euro USD, GU, GJ, they're all going down. You know, if you're familiar with how I trade, these are my pairs. These are what I look at, and I trade them so often, right? It's it's real rare for me to be selling GJ and buying one of the other pairs. Usually all these pairs move in sync with each other. So that's what kind of has me throw it off at this point. I do understand that we are inside of this weekly fair value gap. I do understand that price could possibly start to accumulate inside of that weekly fair value gap. The reason why we're probably seeing this bullish structure form right here and now is because we probably want to get up here and fill in the rest of this weekly fair value gap. And I want to be a part of that. That is a good target. These highs up here are a good short-term target. I wanted to be a part of buying price down here and taking profit up here and possibly even leaving a runner on to see if we can't fill in that weekly fair value gap. If I would have just drove my stop loss down a little bit, right, just to cover this fair value gap, I would have been in this trade right now. But adjusting my stop loss goes against my rules, and you don't want to get into the habit of doing that bullshit. I entered the trade in here, and I'm already negative. If I would have drove my stop loss down and price didn't do what I was anticipating it to do, it just would have been a bigger loss. I would have felt bad about it because I know I don't typically move my stop loss like that. And if it wasn't for me already content with my GJ profits, honestly, I would have stacked another position as this happened. But woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? It's not too late to get involved in this move. Like I said, create a new dealing range, anticipate for a pullback to occur. It's that simple. There ain't no sense in chasing price or feeling like, oh, it's going to go up for sure, so let's buy it right here anyway. And then it starts to retest, you know, and you're negative in your account. You're playing with your margin. Be patient. Let price come to you. Price could react from this fair value gap. You just got to watch the 1 minute time frame and see what's going on. All right, red photo news is popping off right now. Damn. Red photo news is popping off right now, yo. I still feel like we could possibly get in this SPX buy. All right, let's see how that red photo news affected the DXY. I'm not expecting DXY to go bullish, y'all. But then again, it's NFP week, so I always expect the unexpected. This is gonna be one of them trades, y'all, that I'm gonna have to just delete this motherfucker off my watch list because it's the farther I see it go up, the more I'm gonna just shake my head and be like, man, look at that shit there. These are clear equal highs. We generated a nice little bit of buy side liquidity during Asian session. Price traded up, made a high, failed to go higher. What this is doing right here is attracting retail traders. Retail traders are selling up here 100%. They're selling there, selling there, they're selling there. They're going to think this thing is going to keep dropping, but their resistance, their roof is going to get blew straight off. And man, this is the benefit about trading these type of strategies, bro. It's like so many people out there want to discredit this strategy, but we literally target where retail traders would be looking to trade from. That's what we target. Price traded right down into our kill zone level. We have a fair value gap that's right inside that kill zone level. And it's just a beautiful trade, man. I hate that I couldn't be a part of it, but whatever. I'm about to get stopped out of GJ probably. I have my stop loss resting above this high right here because I'm not gonna let this thing turn around on me, man. Price is being too unpredictable right now. It's just so close to previous day's low. I really feel like it should trade down there and take that. Unless, like, this would be considered relative equal lows. Now, price could pull back, run out this high, and then come back down to blow out these relative equal lows for NFP. I don't want to seem like I'm guessing or nothing, you know, like we could just be pulling back from the expansion during London. All right, so check this out. We got buy side liquidity there. We got fair value gap there, fair value gap there, fair value gap up here. That's a possibility. This is a possibility. So basically what you would look for is for the 1 minute time frame to trade up into this area and give you some bearish structure. And if it doesn't, it blows straight through. It's going to keep you out of a bad trade, waiting on that 1 minute time frame confirmation. It's going to keep you out of a bad trade. If price wants to pop up here into this fair value gap, then you're going to want to see the same thing occur. All right, so I got in up here somewhere. I closed the majority of my position right here as price was coming back down. So it retraced. I placed another position right here. Price traded down, and I closed this position and the majority of this position, trying to anticipate for price to go on and take out that low right there, but it didn't. All right, y'all, check out Euro USD right now. It's dead in our POI right now. So we just gonna sit right here and chill for a minute and watch how it plays out on the 1 minute time frame. Keep an eye on the DXY, see what it's doing. I'm not seeing any reason why the DXY should stop right now, for real. I mean, we do have a nice target right there. There's relative equal highs right there. The high of this candle is 111,735, 111,735. That is actually perfectly equal highs. But I don't see any sign of DXY slowing down. I don't think this candle is going to stop it. If it doesn't, then we're going to have to change our bias up, bro. This is the only trade that we could have benefited from today. We could possibly get back in this trade. Look how price traded down into this fair value gap and just said, fuck this one, right? So if I was y'all, I would be watching for this low to get taken out and for price to give me something like this. You got clear targets up here to the upside. Institutional order flow entry drill right here. You have the 3 candle formation creating the fair value gap, which is this one, and this one. That 4th candle completes your institutional order flow entry drill, where the 4th candle trades down into the imbalance and then breaks out. I wouldn't really expect that to occur here because this is such a big ass fair value gap, right? But anyway, that's something like what you would anticipate. All right, I just went short on Euro, y'all. I was just letting you know. I probably caught price right here somewhere. We had this 5-minute order block right here, right? So price is liable to trade up into the order block. If it does, I would not anticipate on it to violate the 50% area of the order block. This is just how I trade order blocks to mitigate risk, and because it's what I'm used to typically seeing. If price does not respect that 50% of that order block, I don't want to be in that trade anyway, right? I don't even like trading order blocks for real, because too many times there's a fair value gap and price misses the order block just to go on about his way, right? Look what happened to my boy Graham yesterday. And, you know, I started to say something to him as soon as he posted the chart, but who am I? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what he was saying. This is abundance trade house bullshit, right? or EasyFX. They teach you for some weird ass reason to put your limit order at the opening price of the order block. They're trying to be too specific for whatever reason. Like, why wouldn't you enter at the bottom of the order block just to like secure your position? You feel me? Why you want to be that precise, the opening of the order block? No, it don't make sense. If he would have finessed the time frames a little bit, he could have clearly seen that there was a fair value gap right there, right? I'm not saying that I definitely would not have took this trade because I'm asleep there in London, and I know this is retrospect. I know I'm talking in retrospect, right? Hindsight. But at the same time, the strategies are the strategies, bro. Like, follow the rules of the concept. This is a bearish breaker, 100% a bearish breaker. That's what a bearish breaker pattern looks like. The down close candles prior to the run on liquidity, right? So these consecutive down close candles here are your breaker. You can mitigate that, and let's just, for argument's sake, these consecutive down close candles right here immediately prior to the run on liquidity. That is an area that I definitely would have been looking at, and price popped up and hit it. That's a bearish breaker coupled with a fair value gap. I mean, he had the right idea. He just has to shake that bullshit that he was taught in these other groups. You have to. You have to shake that shit. It's garbage. Like, they take somebody else's concepts and they try to mimic them and water them down. And what they're doing is fucking up a good thing, because Michael Angel Martin knows what he's doing at Abundance Trade House. He knows. I promise you, he knows. He is a student of ICTs. I don't care what nobody says. That whole signature pattern bullshit stems from the accumulation, manipulation, distribution, the power of three. They don't give you any context behind why price is doing what it's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that whole bullshit about getting in on trading with the banks and all that, and like, this is the bank signature price, and like, bro, no, it's not, bro. Shut up. Hey, I ain't no hater neither, bro. I'm not no hater, but I know washed up ICT concepts when I see them. I'm an ICT student. I've been fucking with his shit for years now. Way before it was really popular, I was digging into this shit. But anyway, we got a nice reaction on EU. If y'all hesitate to pull the trigger, you dead. Let's go over here to SPX, see what it's doing. Oh! Oh my goodness. Who gonna get in it? Who gonna get in it? I'm thinking about buying this bitch. I just bought it, y'all. I don't like it. I like it, but I don't like it. If it could be completely filling in the fair value gap. I definitely didn't want to see it do that. I like how it's giving us this bullish structure. I like how it's reacting from this 1 hour buy side imbalance. But I'm gonna give it room to play out. You know, put your stop loss below the bottom of the fair value gap, just in case it wants to trade down and play around on this level. GJ played right into that level I said it was going to. Fuck me. I should have popped in that trade, bro. I wasn't even paying attention. It's clear though, you got buy side liquidity here. Them are relative equal highs. And you have a fair value gap. So price is gonna automatically be drawn to areas where liquidity is at. I mean, the high of the week typically forms on Tuesday or Wednesday. We got price breakdown, we got price pullback, and that's in the middle of the expansion. You understand that price trades in waves. It expands and then it retests. It expands and then it retests. So what makes you think that price is going to expand, retest, expand, but not take out liquidity and just trade up? I don't know. You might be right. I just wouldn't do it. Honestly, I wouldn't. What if you've seen the markets do this? What if you see the market start trading up, right? But it started going to the left.
That would be a real time confusion.
Hell yeah, it would. So I kind of like how price came down and reacted from this level and bounced off of it. Now, if we could get price to respect this last down candle, that would be nice. Yeah, I think I'm about to close this SPX 500 for real. I don't like it. Yep, I got stopped out. All right, just letting you know that I got stopped out of the SPX 500 trade. It didn't play out how I wanted it to. It's suspect. This trade is suspect, man. This would have been a good trade. The buy that I was trying to get into, that would have been great. But you got to understand that, I mean, it ain't making sense to me because as long as the DXY is going up, this bit should be going down. So we're just basically starting to trade sideways. For the last 2.5 days, we've been trading sideways. It's not something you want to be a part of. So we got in on this trade, right? And if y'all was paying attention to the group chat last night, then y'all should have been able to capitalize on this trade as well. Euro USD. We understand that the next draw liquidity is previous day's low. There's no way I would have closed this trade unless price got down below there. And you know what? On the daily time frame, we still got a long ways to go before the target hits. But as far as an intraday scalper, you have previous day's low, that day's low. There ain't no way I would have closed that trade so soon. You got relative equal lows right here. Don't limit the potential of a good trade. I understand, like, if you're selling up here, this low right here would be an ideal place to at least close partials, right? But you have to also be logical. And the logical approach is that we are very close to previous day's low. And I don't care if it takes the next 5 hours to get down here. That's what it's going for. This is what price is going for today, right here. We might have another opportunity to get in on another trade. Like, all right, we sold from up here. Price trades down to take out this low. You know, it retests and then it shoots for previous day's low. What's up, David? I see you caught the SPX 100 trade. I'm sick because I missed it. Well, I bought right here and got stopped out and then watch it take off without me. But I'm not convinced that this trade is going to remain bullish. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't catch it in a way because I'm not convinced that this thing is going to take out this target right here. So I'm just going to delete that. We are trading inside of a weekly fair value gap right now. So, I mean, I did want to buy it from this fair value gap. I would have closed the trade because I got this little voice in my head screaming at me, telling me that this thing is going to go bearish. So we got into this trade. I marked this level up on the call and I told them that this is what I wanted to see happen. But I'm so busy over here looking at a trade that didn't end up playing out, which was this one. We tried to buy right here and got stopped out like an idiot. But we caught Euro USD to make up for that. I just hate that I missed that one because I wanted to get back in on this trade. This would have been the entry right here. Like, I probably would have sold from up here, but if I would have missed it, that would have been the re-entry. Perfect. I might just get back in on this motherfucker though, for real. We're very close to that target, previous day's low. This would have been the trade to get in for New York Open. Pretty sure we'll see another pullback. We got a nice sell side imbalance right here on Euro USD. Looks like SPX 500 is wanting to drop. I knew there was something suspect about that shit. I just don't understand why it would want to trade up when clearly the DXY is aiming for these relative equal highs and it is trading out of a discounted PD array. We know these things, man. We know this shit. We already knew it. We knew it since Sunday. I called the shit out on Sunday. That's why I'm 100% fine with waiting, sitting on my hands, literally not trading at all until the market shows us what it wants to do for the week, right? Leave all this shit alone. Leave it up. It's all manipulation. Now, if you could get in on a little buy, like that would have been great to run price up. But you have to know when to stop. All this is manipulation. This is what I do every week, y'all. I wait. I let the market do its thing. And once something like this occurs, I ride. I get in and I ride. You hear me? And one thing I know for a fact, if price can get below this level right here, market opening, if price ever gets below that level, it's not coming back. So this is what we want to see. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Go back test what I'm telling you. Market open right here, right? Look what it does. Like accumulation, manipulation. It gets above that market opening price. It trades below it a tad bit, just a tad bit. Comes back down, finds support at market open, and then takes off and don't come back. We can do this every week. Go up here, look at market open price. We get accumulation. I called this move to the pip. I was looking at its fair value gap. It pops up inside the fair value gap. It closes below that market opening price, and it doesn't come back. And this ain't something that I came up with. It's straight out of the professor's mouth. See, man, like honestly, I still struggle with this shit myself. Everybody has their things they look. It just took out previous days low. God damn it! I knew it. I knew it was gonna do it though. Whatever. If we can get a pullback up in here, I would probably go short again. Although it's kind of fairly risky at this point because usually when price clears out liquidity, it's too subject to pullback. But what I should have did is instead of putting my stop loss up here like an idiot, I mean down here like an idiot, I should have put it at break even. I'm gonna leave that POI up there. It's potential for like maybe tomorrow or something. Let's go, baby. Look at that shit. Damn, I can't believe I missed that trade. Son of a gun. It's all good though. I ain't tripping. I'm just glad that my analysis worked out. Can't even be mad. I can't even be mad, bro. You understand what I'm saying? All right, we about to hit that target down there, y'all. That'll be 45 pips, which is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. You just hit the target. I'm telling y'all, man. Like trading is not hard. It's not. Focus on the net draw and liquidity and focus on the weekly profile. This is what the weekly range will look like on the weekly chart. We ain't created that low yet, but I'm anticipating for the weekly candle to look something like this. Open, fake move, expansion down. Thursday, Friday, we close. I'm very happy and content with today's results. If y'all in this Euro USD trade, at this point in time, the target has been acquired. So what you do is close the majority of your position, leave a small little bit on. I place my stop loss above that candle's high. If I get stopped, I get stopped. It is what it is. It's a good day. I can't believe that I just missed out on a whopping 60 plus pips there, but it is what it is. So this is what the results look like for today. We got about 150 pips there. We got about 45 pips there. We got about 65 pips there. We lost the trade there. We missed out big time right there. Overall, we in profit. Overall, it was a damn good day. So far, it's been a damn good week. I think, Lucas, you just came on board yesterday. This is a weekly occurrence, my friend. So lock in, pay attention, go buy your challenge, whatever. Let's get it. This is what we do, bro. Ain't no luck, ain't none of that going on. This is pure fucking skill set, bro. Execution, following your trade plan. I got a new customer right now, so I'm gonna leave this trade on in case it takes off. If y'all have any questions, hit my DM. Peace out, bro.